STICKERMANIA from Louisville, Kentucky. Can you say Louisville?
Louisville.
Can you say Louisville?
No.
We got a sticker teenager, and we got sticker granddaughter's going to be the help me with the chat. How's it going out there today? A little cooler today. I think it was 74 about an hour ago. We had rain, 5 hours today?
Yeah, and then some last night. Polly said hi, everyone.
How you doing, Polly?
Hello, Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul.
Wolfie Baby also waved.
Wolfie Baby. Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. I watched his new video on the Beatles on TV Guide. Pretty cool there, Uncle Paul.
Nova's Nick said, good evening, Frank.
How you doing, Nova's Nick? I think I saw you on... Were you on Rachel's Ghost Channel? You helped somebody out the other day. Tell me who you helped out.
Danny Goldstein said, hello, folks. Johnny H said, hello. Please give us a joke, sticker teenager.
No.
Did you bring a joke today?
No.
Oh, no. No joke from sticker teenager.
Caesar said, hey, Stickerman.
How you doing, Caesar?
Records and Train said, yeah, I made it. Hi, Frank plus sticker kids.
Records and Trains saying hi.
I don't care.
He's same age you are.
So.
Thomas Crook said, hello, sticker family.
How you doing, Thomas Crook?
Uncle Paul said, my favorite family, thank you.
All right.
A Little Beatles Corner said, hello, everybody.
How you doing, Patricia? We got how many weeks before? Less than 3 weeks before Beatle Fest in Chicago.
Dave Evans said, good evening, sticker family.
Dave Evans, I got something you might want down here on the table.
Danny Goldstein said, today's karaoke song at City Field was Pink Pony Club.
All right. Where? Who said that?
Danny Goldstein.
All right. Did you like it?
T-shirt Express said, hi, Frankie and sticker kids. And Nova's Nick said, I was with David with Safe and Sound Texas
That's it.
Audio.
David, Safe and Sounds, you took the place of Surface Noise from Concert Buddy. That was it. Thanks. Did a good job of helping Safe and Sound in Texas. David, right? David's about my age. I haven't met him in person yet. Looking forward to meeting Mazzy here in a few weeks. Mazzy did a live stream with Steve Westman today. Did any of you watch that? All right, a few notes.
Wink55 said, can't wait to see the butchers.
Yeah, we got some butchers here. Well, just hold on to your pants. Or what Chad Cassim says, he's got a few good terms about his reissues. Paul McCartney's dynamic pricing for tickets. Everybody's talking about that. Pop Goes the 60s did a whole video on it. Says he'll just pass. And he says that if you want near the front row in Chicago coming up, it's $40,000 to see Paul McCartney. Is that unbelievable price?
That's pretty cheap.
Dynamic pricing. If you're in the nosebleeds, it doesn't affect the prices, but if you're on the floor or up front, it definitely does. The demand makes the price go up. 2025 Beatles and mono box sets. Any of you get yours out there? Mine's been delayed till September 7th.
Oh my God.
They must have not, over in Germany, they couldn't make that many that quick. They must only got half of them done, and now they got to tie up the pressing plant for another month to make the other half. So I paid for overnight shipping, $20 extra, and I got postponed by 2 months. Wouldn't it be 2 months? September 7th.
That's like a month and a half.
Month and a half. I got delayed 6-7 weeks. Beatle Dave in the United Kingdom that has a Beatles channel. He already got his and he opened it up on his video yesterday. 40th anniversary of Live Aid. I was at Live Aid in Philadelphia And Beatletone was at Live Aid in England. So the Bob Geldof just came out with an interview to set the facts straight. The phone lines didn't crash when Queen was on stage with Freddie Mercury. The phone lines crashed when David Bowie took the stage and sang the song Heroes. So, David Bowie, what a legend.
A Little Beatles Corner say, yes, I got my mono box today.
All right. Patricia, did you have one? Is this your first time of having one? Oasis, their Sunday is their last one in Manchester of all the shows they're doing there, and then they're going next Friday and Saturday to Wembley in London. And I told you that the Oasis is number 1, 2, and 4 on the UK album charts. And they're going to release a new box set of Oasis with all 8 LPs before long, and their streams on Spotify are up 93%.
There's some comments.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wing55 said, rip off McCartney. Danny Goldstein said, pop goes the 60s has become very bitter in his videos.
He has.
Matt said, mine is due on Thursday, can't wait.
All right.
Caesar said, that's just ridiculous. Dynamic pricing for Paul McCartney.
I would say. I saw him in Chicago Stadium in 1976. It had to be no more than $20. We saw Chaperone in Tennessee last year, and we had to pay dynamic pricing for on the floor, and it was expensive for 4 of us, but it was a hell of a show.
Nova's Nick said, ridiculous, hard pass. I'd rather give that money to St. Jude's Hospital.
All right, Novus Nick, salute to you.
Danny Goldstein said, I was at Live Aid in London sitting with the singers. I could send you backstage pictures.
From what?
From
Live Aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
A Little Beatles Corner said, yes, it is my first mono. I appreciate having it much more now.
All right, has she opened it up yet? It's supposed to be identical to the last one, except on the brochures inside the albums, they don't have the Love advertisement on back anymore because Love has stopped being performed in Las Vegas.
Caesar said, Oasis is milking it very smartly. They got a great marketing team.
They do. I've never seen anything as... They got 41 concerts around the world. They're all sold out. Heck of a reunion tour.
Daniel Castillo said, dynamic pricing also applies to sports game. Ticketmaster is not good for consumers.
No. So, used to be the front row tickets would get swooped up, and then scalpers and second hand, third hand would end up selling them for a lot of money. Now, Ticketmaster is trying to control where they get the profits themselves.
Brad Parnell said, hey Frank, did you get any of those $1,600 McCartney tickets, LOL?
No, did you buy any there, Brad? $1,600, is that for Tennessee, Nashville?
Haven't seen him.
Or Columbus, Ohio, or Chicago? Which one you going to? I'm going to pass this year. I've seen McCartney probably 5 times, and it's all Wings. And in my mind, I just, from when he was a Beatle, 20 years to 33 years old, that can't be matched in my mind. That's when he was at his peak.
Caesar said, but have you seen all the merch in the huge merch pop-up stores in Manchester and London?
For Oasis, yeah. Those merch stores they have lines all over the place, and everybody's buying that bucket hat and the whole bit.
Records and Trends said, oh darn, I was going to go to see him in Nashville, but seeing the tickets, I would rather see Weird AI.
Andy Nichols from Two Legs has a VIP tickets to see Paul McCartney in Nashville, Tennessee.
Brad said, I'm passing too. I saw him twice, and I prefer those memories of him with a better voice and seeing Linda as well.
All right. I agree with you there. All right, here's a funny story that happened a couple nights ago. Paul Simon was performing at the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, and somebody in the audience kept yelling, "Perform Kodachrome." And he says, "I don't take requests." And then the man pulled out a $20 bill. He says, "I'll pay you $20 to sing Kodachrome." Paul Simon accepted the money, sang the song, and that's a pretty cool story. That's much better than the Roger Daltrey story when a month ago they were asking him to sing Pinball Wizard and he refused to, and he says he doesn't take requests, and he told him to F off.
Oh.
What else? Spotify, the #1 song on Spotify today. I heard it on the radio on our FM local station, Daisies by Justin Bieber. #2 is my song, the summer song, my song, Love Me Not by Ravine Lene. #3 is Ordinary by Alex Warren. #4, Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter. And #5, Back to Friends by Sombra. Billy Joel has a documentary out coming that came out, part 1. I guess it's on HBO yesterday, and part 2 will be before long. Has anybody out there seen the first part of the Billy Joel documentary? I'm going to have to check that out.
On HBO Max?
I'm not sure. Somebody out there might know. All right, on the table, butcher covers. I forgot to, from this Billboard magazine from June 25th, 1966, I forgot to read the article in here. Here is the ad for the trunk cover again.
1 second. Daniel asked what's your review on Daisies.
Daisy's, first time I heard it, it was okay. Maybe it'll grow on me. Do you like it? School's out. The first time the trunk cover was put in print. Billboard magazine, June 25th, 1966. And here's a little...
You done?
What?
Are you done?
What?
Get over there pouting. Are you done?
No, I'm not done telling.
All right, we'll get up and be nice. Here's the article. Beatles title. Beatles LP makes Capitol run for cover. Salesmen of the various Capitol Record Distribution Corporation's branches throughout the nation are recuperating from a busy weekend spent stripping the latest Beatles album, The Beatles Yesterday and Today. Some 750,000 albums which were pressed, packaged, and shipped to the factory branches have been recalled for repackaging. Reasons for the retail is the cover art, which allows the Beatles in white smocks surrounded by what appears to be dismembered baby dolls and butcher's shop cuts of meat. According to reliable sources, none of these albums have reached dealer shelves. Of course, we know they have. Although some have been received by reviewers and rack jobbers. Capitol has a new cover printed showing the 4 neatly dressed Beatles inside and draped around a trunk. Alan Livingston, president of Capitol Records, explained the cover recall. The original cover in England was intended as pop art satire. However, a sampling at Public Opinion in the United States indicates that the cover design is subject to misinterpretation. For this reason and to avoid any possible controversy or undeserved harm to the Beatles' image or reputation, Capitol has chosen to withdraw the LP and substitute a more generally accepted design. Meanwhile, Capitol is making a painstaking effort to recall the covers to make sure they are destroyed. Of course, we know they weren't all destroyed. Reviewers are requested to return their cover to Capitol, and dealers who have received streamers are asked to hold on them until a salesman calls. Some 90,000 albums were shipped in the New York branch alone, and the salesman spent Saturday, June 11th and Sunday, June 12th stripping the album before shipping them back to the Scranton, Pennsylvania pressing plant for repackaging. Capitol is going for a bundle on the deal. Figuring the album cover cost is 15 cents. That would come up to $112,500. Add to the cost of shipping the records back to the pressing plant, the labor involved in the stripping and the figure could reach over $200,000. Locally, cuts from the album have been getting airplay on WMCA, and extreme radio promotion has been launched. That's the article that came out when all that was going on.
Okay. Uncle Paul said, watch part 1 of Billy Joel last night. Yes, on HBO. Was very thorough.
Very good.
Yeah. And then Daniel Castillo said, I haven't heard it yet. Was waiting for your review. I'll search for it about the daisies. So.
I have something from Billy Joel coming in next week. I don't know if me and Mikey Rugler are going to do Every Little Beatles Thing, episode number 10. Could be next Wednesday, but I have the deal I've been working on. I will have it by then. And it is extensive.
Dane Johnson said, great day, picked up a NM 2014 Beatles mono box locally for $510 US.
All right. So here's a trivia question for you. What group was Billy Joel? What was the name of the group he was in the 60s? What was the name of his group?
The Monkees.
Let's see if we can get it first. It's not the Monkees.
Oh.
Not giving anything away tonight because I have a lot of extras coming from the deal I'm working on.
Okay. Caesar said, I'm really digging this Music Minute kind of thing by Frank with all the recent music charts and news.
He doesn't like it?
No, he likes
No.
it.
All right. Thanks.
He digs it. He thinks it's cool.
All right. Here, get the butchers off the table. This is one I peeled. It was kind of in rough shape when I began with it, but I have to keep practicing. This is a East Coast number 3 mono. It's got edge wear, flaking wear, no writing on it, some aging. That is on my STICKERMANIA eBay store at $1,000. STICKERMANIA, STICKERMANIA 2853.
Hassles for your answer. They're all saying hassles.
Hassles. I thought it was a Hagels. Oh, you're right. It's a Hassles. That's the answer.
Daniel
Had it first.
Way to go, Daniel. I have some 8mm film coming in of the Hassles. I'll give you a little teaser of what I got coming in. And I have Billy Joel's first album from the 70s, promo copy of his first album before he got signed to a major label. I got a 8mm film and all the promotion for the Hassles. And the film was, I think, done by Cousin Brucey. You've heard of Cousin Brucey. That's my little hint of what I'm working on. And it's a lot more extensive than that. Here's another little hint. Give me that book right there. That image maker. It all has to do with what the deal I was working on this lady here from New York. Her estate.
Okay, Brad Parnell said, I'm oddly not as familiar with American 60s groups. I know Peter Freitman was in a group back then called The Herd.
Yep, The Herd.
And then Uncle Paul said, Cold Spring Harbor mastered at wrong speed. Johnny Ramone said, do you have a price yet for a Billboard mag?
Billboard magazine is $200.
And Kevin W. said, hello from San Diego, California. Love your videos.
This is the trunk slick I
That's a
removed
good person
from the butcher cover. And the matching East Coast record with a small 1. And I'll put that off the table.
Go, what you done, go.
What?
Just go, because you look like you're not happy.
Tell
I'm not happy.
everybody bye.
You can't give him a joke.
No.
Give him a joke.
The joke is me.
The joke is your
Oh,
face.
careful,
Oh.
man. I know there's not much room in here. Oh, give me some help.
Help him.
What?
You gotta help, boy. You're not getting
Sit down. Sit down. Thank you.
That's not my fault.
Wow.
That's gonna fall for it. You got it. It is gonna fall for it, you guys. Come on. Alright, watch out. Move.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, it's good. Go. I hope it's good.
Alright, butchers. That's the one butcher, and I have another butcher. You gotta keep cool and calm around here.
Too much going on.
Got this in today. A West Coast number 6 mono original butcher cover in beautiful shape. A second state. You can see Ringo's V-neck there in his head. His pant legs. Somebody tried to peek back the corner there. You can see the butcher cover there. And John Lennon's head is peeking through right there. Beautiful spine. All the printing. No seam splits at all. The catalog number. They pasted the slick up a little too high, and the catalog number is completely covered up in the bottom edge. Back's pretty white. It's got a name of Linda up here on the top. Price on that is $1,800. FedEx overnight or 2 nights ship. $1,800 to my. Get a hold of me through Mr.
Come on, don't rip it, go.
Well,
Everybody, all the young crowds, let's be careful.
I didn't do nothing.
Mr._StickerMania@yahoo.com.
Danny Goldstein said John Small, who is at the center of the Billy Joel story, is my wife's first cousin.
Who is?
John Small.
He was in Billy Joel's first group. Is that what he said?
John Small, who is at the center of the Billy Joel story, is my wife's first cousin.
Oh, he's in the center of the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that. All right, what else we got on the table?
We got a zipper.
My notes are all done. You just dropped that.
No, it fell off. They get it, go. The pink one.
We got this 1964 Beatles pencil case. Excellent.
Did you get your shirts today? T-shirt was asking.
No, we did not get the shirts. The mail is running behind. I got my UPS packages today, which I'm going to be showing, but I have not got. The regular postal service is running behind. The zipper works. Made by SPP Standard Plastic Products. And inside it even has the advertisement for the standard plastic product. They had Barbie's items. And at the very last page, there's the Beatle items that they were making. Or the next to last page. Oh, they got some right there. They were making the Beatle wallets. The original price was 98 cents. The Beatles binder, the original price was $1.20. This pencil case, the original price was 49 cents. And this caboodle kit was sold for $1.29. Beatles caboodle kit. But this baby is 61 years old. Somebody's interested in it, that kind of condition. $200 shipped. The Beatles pencil case.
Records and Trends said my great-grandfather went to school with Elvis. They were high school friends, and in my family's possession, not mine, there are reel-to-reels of them strumming and stuff.
All right.
Danny Goldstein said John Small was the drummer for the Hassles and Atelier, Billy's next band. I will contact you offline to see what you have coming in.
Yeah, I got a whole kinds of hassles of media kit and that 8mm film and everything I'll be showing on Wednesday. I can't talk too much about the rest of the deal because there's a lot of items that I want to get a hold of and make sure I paid for them, but I don't want anything in the deal to go wrong. So it's kind of top secret till I get all 25 lots in. Here's a 19th July 1965, a hard picture to get of I'll Cry Instead and Happy to Dance with You. The reason this didn't do much in the United States was that United Artists had the rights to the soundtrack album, but Capitol was allowed to release the singles, and then they put out the album Something New. But this album did not, hardly made it into the top 100, this single here of I'll Cry Instead. So it's a rare picture sleeve. July 20th, it's an East Coast straight cut sleeve. And it's on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. I've only had this sleeve about 3 times. Not as rare as Can't Buy Me Love, but pretty rare. All right, things I got in today.
Mr. Vito's brother said, I got this fashionably late stuff down to a science, lol.
What has he got down to a sign?
The fashionably late.
Fashionably late, way to go. Are you going to be fashionably late in Chicago too? Kinks. All right, we have a 70, a 70, a 71, and a 70. We'll show the sticky fingers first. The best pressing of sticky fingers. The first pressing from Germany with TML in the dead wax, which means Doug Sachs mastered this album. Dave Evans has a almost a near mint copy of this, and he's really happy with it. This one's very good plus condition. It's got the usual smudges from the zipper when it was packed in the shipping box. And it is on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store at $100. It's got the original insert. The whole different way of listening to sticky fingers rather than the muddy issue they put out here in the United States. That's a 71. All the rest of these are 70s. 70 first pressing from the United Kingdom of the Kinks, Power Man, Lola versus Power Man and the Money Go Round. These all look like they were sold in a military base because they all have the price sticker at $250. And they were imported from the United Kingdom, which means they were all mastered from the original master tapes when they were freshly done on these 3 albums. Well, not the Rubber Soul, but the Badfinger and the Kinks. Okay. This is a -2, -3 matrices. And all these are in excellent condition, don't show hardly any wear or spindle hole wear. And this one is $100.
Kevin W. said, how much is the I'll Cry Instead 45s? Thanks.
What is it? I'll Cry Instead. It is on my eBay store. I just put it up today. I think it's $140.
STICKERMANIA 2853.
But if you send me an email, we can work out a deal outside of eBay if you want to do that.
Which is Mr._STICKERMANIA.
Yeah, send me that. Few new people have discovered how to get a hold of me through my YouTube channel, Mr._STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com. All right, I played this today. No Dice from Badfinger. Power pop at its best. 1970. That's the girl that worked at Apple, one of the secretaries. You got out there, Beatles, Tom Beatles Pro, will probably know her name. Let's see if it says on the back. Nope. Produced by Mal Evans. This is a 2U first press from England. I listened to No Matter What and Without You today and Midnight Callers. Unbelievable sound. This is $250.
Shit.
FedEx shipped. Power pop at its best. Side 2's got Better Days, Bloodwind. Side 1's got I Can't Take It, I Don't Mind, Love Me Do. It's a different Love Me Do. Midnight Caller, No Matter What, and Without You. The first version of Without You that Pete Ham and Mike Evans wrote. That they never got the money while they were on the planet Earth for all that great song and all those royalties that got wasted away by their manager. Harry Nilsson took it to the top of the charts, and then Mariah Carey made a big hit out of it. Got the original patent inner sleeve also from England. All right, got one more 1970 pressing.
What is it?
Rubber Soul. Look at that laminated cover. Got the flips all the way on the back. I figured it's got to be a 1970 pressing stereo. It's on the one box EMI label. It's got a -3 matrices. And it's in excellent condition, and the price on that is $100. That's the original inner sleeve. It's got Sgt. Pepper on there, and Cilla Black, and a Pink Floyd on the back. That looks like a 1970s inner sleeve. 1970 inner sleeve. Because I thought the black and gold Parlophone label they were making until 1969. Any questions?
Mr. Beatles Pro said all I can tell you is her name is Kathy and she was a model.
Oh, Kathy. She wasn't a secretary at Apple.
Greg Fio said the sealed Beach Boys sounds of Summer Double LP arrived safely. Thanks, Frank.
All right, you're welcome.
Brad Parnell said the story of Badfinger would make an awesome heart-wrenching
It would.
biography.
Biography. Say biography.
I know how to say that, but I know what biopic means.
All right.
Oh, he's got biopic, yeah. That's what he wrote, yeah.
Talk about the audiophile pressings. Sold these two in the last 2 days. I don't know if I ever get a near mint of the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour again. $399 going to California on Monday. These are almost impossible to find near mint A1, B3 issues now. This price of these will only go up.
I liked your hat. Where'd your hat go?
Hat's right over there. You
Right.
want the hat?
No, I have a hat. I said I liked your hat.
Who, you like my hat?
Yeah.
I can put it back on.
Records and Trend said, hey Frank, what's your opinion on Beatles Rock Band?
Beatles Rock Band. I'm not an expert on Beatles Rock Band. I got the posters in the closet there of it. Let's see if we can find a Beatles Rock Band.
Oh, man.
It's that
Just
big
keep
one.
going, just keep going,
It's
keep
that
going.
big white one over there.
Huh?
It's that big white one. There's two of them over there in the corner.
Keep going.
All right, another $400 album that's sold today. First press, here's the rock band.
Whoa.
Beatles rock band, held in the stores in
Mine's so late.
September 9th, 2009, when kids were waiting in line to buy the Beatles rock band. They were open at midnight, kind of like the anthology. Alright, this is a first pressing of Hot Rocks that has the outtakes for Brown Sugar and Wild Horses on it.
Oh.
And it's sold today for $377. The only time it's ever been played is when I played it on my Thorns turntable, because they opened it up brand new and sold it brand new. But it has the outtakes with the 11, 17, 71 in the dead wax on side 4 and the Shelley. That's the right one right there. That's the side that they paid for right there. And it's got the inserts, it's got the original inner sleeves from London Records. This is when the Rolling Stones were on, they had their own label on Atlantic, but Alan Klein was still issuing their product. There's the insert. 211 Reasons Why the Rolling Stones is the world's greatest rock and roll band.
Records and Trend said, "Oh, that's cool as heck" for the poster.
All right. I got that on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. I think it's on sale for about $100.
Uncle Paul said, "Oh, I always like before you begin."
The what? Did he like?
He liked before you began.
All right.
He's talking about the like in the video, I guess.
Liking the video. What person that, Uncle Paul? We got to 2,560 subscribers, and I lost 4 of them this week, but I picked up a few back. Do you ever lose some subscribers there, Uncle Paul?
No, because Uncle Paul's the goat.
Alright, so this today, my BBC gramophone library copy of McCartney. And I bought from the same seller that got these in England, I have a McCartney 2 coming in. A UK first pressing of McCartney 2 coming in next week. This is not the UK. Do you like this album, McCartney 2? It's a lot different than the other McCartney albums.
Yeah, I like it. Uncle Paul said, "Playhouse steady at 405."
Said what?
He's
Playhouse.
steady at 405.
Oh, he's at 405. Did he ever lose any? Does it fluctuate, the number?
I think steady means stay.
I think so.
Alright, I got a few other things to show.
Did you show that yet? Yeah, you should. The white thing.
The book?
Yeah.
Oh, did you show
No,
this?
that.
I thought I showed it once. Chaperone, the underground album of Transmogrification. She likes to use those large, like phenomenon. But on side 2, it's got her doing the Yesterday cover. Uncle Paul would like that album. He's got the live on pink vinyl of her at Chicago Lollapalooza. Something I bring up to you guys out there and gals. A lot of these artists are doing duets with K-pop girls like Rose and Jenny to help them stay relevant. I mean, Bruno Mars is relevant, but there's Maroon 5 is doing a song with Rose, and I think on the new Justin Bieber album, he does a duet with one of the K-pop girls. So K-pop is hot. in the music world.
Mr. Beatles Pro says my subs go up and down all the time, and then Uncle Paul said, sadly, yes, it does
Fluctuate.
And then Records and Trend says my favorite McCartney of the two. Trio 2 is the best. And then Johnny Ramone said more Mr. Moonlight. And Uncle Paul said yes, and just got her Tiny Desk concert on blue vinyl.
All right. Tiny Desk concert, that is a great one. If you haven't checked out Chaperone's Tiny Desk concert, it's unbelievable. You need to check it out. I know the Tom Beatles Pro can't wait. Beatles for sale. Mr. Moonlight. I have a 1964 stereo pressing, gold and black Parlophone label coming next week. And I have a 1968, both of them are 2-cut -1 stereo pressings. So I have more Beatles for sale audiophile pressings coming. I'm going to save one of them for Mikey Arugula and send it to Mikey Arugula so he can see what Mr. Moonlight is all about.
He said, I don't think so. Laugh out loud.
Who said that?
Mr. Beatles Pro.
Oh. Well, that was a joke. You knew that was a joke. Revolver. I got a hold of a UK first pressing of Revolver yesterday. I'll have next week that has -1 on the side 2 mono from the United Kingdom. That's the outtake of Tomorrow Never Knows. So that'll be pretty cool.
Uncle Paul said, where's Mikey tonight?
I don't know. Mikey's busy. I tried to call Mikey a couple times today, but I don't know. He called me yesterday, but I wasn't here.
Records and Trend said, do it, Frank.
Do what?
I don't know.
Something to talk about.
Here's the UK Revolver original one, but this is the one with -2. The -1 only lasted like a day and a half before they realized it was the outtake. And then they changed it to the normal studio version of Tomorrow Never Knows, and that's what this pressing is here. The gold and black Parlophone label with sold in the UK, subject to resale price condition, see price list. That's what the original label looked like in England.
Mr. Beatles Pro said nails on a chalkboard sounds better to me. That and Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, that was the beginning of auto-tune in the pop world. All right, Mikey Arugula was talking about Beatles napkins the other day. He had a different napkin than this one. I've had a whole box of 25 of these before that were originally sealed. Of course, who you know they got on the back but Mr. Paul McCartney. And got this in a lot of Beatles memorabilia the other day. It's from a Teen Screen magazine where it had the posters from 68, I think. 68 or 69. It's got Ringo on one side and Mickey Dolenz on the other side.
Johnny Ramone said Revolver Box is a benchmark master stereo and or mono. And Dave Evans said, Frank, how much for the Revolver?
When I get the Revolver in, I'll come up with a price.
Okay, do the Kevin.
Kevin said, hello again. On that Anthology 3 poster behind you, did you never notice that the image is reversed from the picture inside that album?
Yeah, we talked about that one time. Someone pointed that out to you, and I think we talked about that on another stream.
Whoa.
Over here, on the...
No, that's all right. Well, this one's coming loose. Sticker kid kind of hit this thing hard.
I got it right here.
Put this back on there. Where's the Anthology 3? Right here. Right here. Where they got the 1966 photo of Rubber Soul.
Move this over here. I'm moving this out of the way for you. There you go. Let's see if it's in camera.
So they got the Beatles from 1970, Let It Be on Anthology 3, but they used the photo of Paul from the Rubber Soul album. Is that what you're talking about? All right.
And Uncle Paul said that was a unique Ringo and Dolan, what's his name?
Poster.
Yeah.
Here's talk about albums that got reversed and pictures that got reversed. Look at this. Donovan, Catch the Wind. One is they're both monos. This is on Hickory Records. Yeah, the Nashville, Tennessee, and notice how the pictures are reversed on these two album covers. I think that's pretty cool. On the back, they're right, but on the front, the pictures are reversed. And this is the other one I showed. This is Seal Donovan, one of his first albums from Hickory Records before he got signed to Epic. And one of these even has one of his first songs, Catch the Wind.
How do you catch wind? Ow.
Catch the Wind's on both of these albums. They must have been pushing that song.
Girls gonna hit your head. I warned you ahead of time. I got it.
Kevin said I meant the one where they're in the field.
In the field?
Way over there. It's buried.
Ain't that something?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Ain't that something said who's got first dibs on revolver? First come, first serve.
I'll let you know when I get that in, what kind of condition. I gotta test it first. Linda McCartney's book. This is the third pressing hardback book with a beautiful slipcover of Linda McCartney's 60s. And she took a lot of pictures of a lot of photos before she got to Paul. It's got Jimi Hendrix, all kinds of Jimi Hendrix, Frank Zappa, the Yardbirds with Jimmy Page. That's another hint of the collection I got coming in. It has a lot to do with the Yardbirds. And it has a lot to do with...
Paul McCartney.
No.
Dang it.
Who's the other person she loved to take pictures of?
Wolfie Baby said, Frank, you know, picture on back of collection of Beatles oldie is reversed.
Beatles oldies.
Japanese fans caught them on by Japanese writing on bathrobes.
Is that what we're talking about? So who was the person that Linda took a lot of pictures of before she started taking pictures of Paul?
She took them of me.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Morrison's what Danny Goldstein said.
Yeah, Morrison's one of them, but there's who's the other big group?
Monkeys.
Who's the second biggest group of the 60s? Come on.
Monkeys.
She got on the yacht with them. Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, and Brian Jones. They went around the river, Thames River in New Jersey.
Stones.
Stones.
Good
that's
job,
what
Brad.
the answer was. Once he said that, Brad said
So the deal I worked on that I'm picking up the beginning of the week has a lot to do with the Rolling Stones. That was the main #1 attraction in the estate auction.
Have you ever rolled a stone?
Rolled a stone?
Yeah.
Like what? Took a rock and rolled it down a hill? What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Is that what you're talking about? I was just making sure. I was trying to catch you. What kind of lingo you were using?
Here's a factory sealed live at the BBC. This is the second issue from it's got to be later in 1994, 1996. This made in Germany. This is the 3 LP version of the Beatles live at the BBC. Factory sealed. This is $100 if somebody's interested. Ship $100.
I hope you guys.
You always want to have that sticker that says "This made in Germany."
You get that joke because that's a Beatles or the Stones song, Satisfaction. So he's saying, I hope you got satisfaction because that was one of the Stones' biggest songs.
Yep.
I did.
A lot I have to do with what I got a hold of has to do before the Rolling Stones recorded Satisfaction. How many people were the Rolling Stones drawing to a 8,000 seat arena before Satisfaction? I've said that figure several times.
Probably 8,000 because there's 8,000 seats.
No, that's before Satisfaction.
So now,
After Satisfaction, it would have been sold out. Before Satisfaction, how many people?
1,241.
628
Oh,
in an 8,000 person arena.
dang.
The Rolling Stones, the first tour of America, they went bankrupt.
Dome233 said that Live at the BBC is the 2013 issue best version IMO. 3 records instead of 2 unlike the first issues.
Yeah, it has more tracks. I Want to Hold Your Hand, 1964 East Coast. Excellent condition picture sleeve. They sold 3 million of them, but to find one of these in this shape now is pretty tough. Perry Cox sells these for quite a bit of money. Oh, I had a story to say about Rockaway Records. A couple years ago, when they got a hold of the Gary Hine estate, and they got all his butcher covers that weren't done, weren't peeled, they gave me, they let me peel their 20 East Coast they had, and they paid me $300 a piece. I peeled 20 East Coast butcher covers for Rockaway Records in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
Mr. Gary Johnson, one of the brothers, got a hold of me about the deal. Any questions before we show a few more things?
No.
yeah, we'll get ready.
So another hint of the estate I got a hold of. I'm giving you a lot of hints.
You going crazy.
The lady that I got this estate from was backstage with them, with Herman Hermans, before they went on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1965, and they were nervous as hell. Peter Noon was only 17 years old. He says, "You can do it. You can show the world." And they went out and did these 2 songs. Mrs. Brown, You Got a Lovely Daughter, and I'm Henry the 8th I Am. And both became #1 smashes. So that was one of the highlights of her career. Talking Peter Noon and the boys, and to go out and perform on the Ed Sullivan Show, these 2 songs. She has a big history of making groups, make them happen. Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. This is a 1969 first pressing in the shrink with a hype sticker that includes the poster. And the record's got the audiophile pressing with W in the dead wax. And that is on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store.
eBay.
No, eBay store. It's an eBay store.
Ow.
And that is the poster with a big Mick. And you see, I told you that Mick is big like the Dave Clark was in the Dave Clark 5. That's another hint of things I'm getting a hold of next week. The Dave Clark 5.
I know what you're getting.
You don't know all what I'm getting.
I don't know at all what you're getting.
25 lots.
Workers and Train said the only album of the Stones is... The only album of the Stones I got is Out of Our Heads, which is first press mono.
I have it Out of Our Heads with the hype sticker for Satisfaction in the other room.
Yeah, well...
I don't know if I could find it real quick.
We're not worried about that right now.
Better not do it now.
We're already at 9:24, so man.
All right, we've got a few more minutes. You got any questions to end this up? I showed you my reel-to-reels last time, a Sgt. Pepper and Quadrophenia. I haven't shown this in a while. Got this from England, unpunched card of 1963 in Blackpool, where it's got John Lennon and George Harrison, combs that have never been taken out of the store display.
No question.
Let's see.
Johnny,
Push out for Kevin from Kevin Records, my local that helps me on some buys. He's going to help me get this collection on the beginning of the week, and he gets some of the items that I bid for him.
Johnny,
And Polly of T-Shirt Express out of Staten Island, New York. And shout out to Mikey Arugula. I've been watching your shorts where you interview people, and lately you've been interviewing people that know all 4 Beatles and they know songs besides Yellow Submarine. You're doing good, Mikey.
Johnny Ramone said Horsey Rolling Stones live vinyl coming soon from Germany.
Yep. That's kind of like I had the UK pressing that Dave Evans bought of Get Your Ya-Ya's Out. It has some of the same tracks on that Horsey you're talking about.
Brad Parnell said I got one of those crypto popcorn holders at the movies.
For which movie? Superman?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Superman. Tom Hagnotti from Two Legs bought one of those popcorn things with the Superman.
I want popcorn.
I showed that. Talked about that.
Okay.
The Who's Next, I've shown that several times. That's on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store, a first pressing of A1B1 from England. If you haven't heard first pressings from England, where's my bad finger? You're missing out. It's like they took a cloud or a shower curtain off the sound. It is so amazing when you have a first press from England.
Brad said he's got the newspaper holder one, the guy you was talking about. Brad's got the different one, the crypto one.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you watch Two Legs, Brad. You know what Tom and Andy are doing. Sgt. Pepper stereo reel from England, 1970 issue, and the 1973 Quadrophenia. I got several watchers on it. It hasn't sold yet. Beautiful shape. I have a Led Zeppelin 3 reel tape coming from 1970 that's never been played. And I have a stereo, second state, number 2 East Scranton butcher cover coming next week that I'm going to peel. I think we're at an hour. Hope we entertained you a little bit. Thanks to Sticker Granddaughter for helping out and Sticker Teenager for helping us there at the beginning. And check back with us on Wednesday. If Mikey's not with me, I'm going to have a hell of a barn burner showing all these winnings I won in the auction.
Uncle Paul said night all. Night, Uncle Paul.
I won $10,000 in lots.
Have a nice day. See y'all next year.
See ya. Thanks.